Huh? And I told her, I'm not Traore, yes. I told her I'm not Ibrahim Traore, but we are of the same, African origin.
Yeah.
So what he's feeling, I'm feeling it too. So there's no African man now that is not feeling what is the heat that is going on.
Yeah.
Which is why this book is called The New Man of Africa. Why? Because there's a new narrative being rewritten. Do you understand? And because of that, everybody is conscious of the awakening spirit in the African man now. And the other guy was telling me, that what is the new man of Africa if we cannot renegotiate with the French people, instead we choose to negotiate with Russia and China. We choose to do business with Russia and China. And I told him, if I was my forefathers who sold us short and left people to colonize us, as at that time, I would have negotiated a better bargain for my people as Africans. But I wasn't there. But now I am here. Remember that Ibrahim Traore was not there in the 1900s when you people came to Africa. Now he is. He is what? He's here. He's here to do what? Make a new negotiation, a new bargain. And because he's making that new bargain, know that he's going to bargain for what is best for him now. So if he chose to bargain with Russians and Chinese, that is his choice to bargain for. And if I told him, if French people were wise, they know that there will be a time that this scooping of Africa will get to an end. So are you telling me the French people do not have the consciousness to know that this thing will end one day? For them to know that, okay, what's our exit strategy? They just waited until the awakening came and then it's like a surprise? How? It's not a surprise. Unless the Europeans or the French, as the case may be, who still have these colonies in Africa, were preparing or planning to prolong and elongate their tenure of colonization in Africa, although now it's new colonialism. If they were planning to extend it to a forever notice, if not, they should have known that time will come, and the time is now. So why are you shocked?
Okay. You know why I'm quiet? The French people will not be able to be involved in the book much.
Yeah.
If this book, is being launched in Italy,
Yeah.
in Netherlands, even in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
those people will be somehow involved in the disseminating or the marketing of this book. Do you know why? Because these ones are not directly, they are not the direct beneficiary of the spoil and the loot from Africa.
Yeah.
So French,
You mean Italians are not?
they are not directly like French here.
Okay.
The negative impact of French in Africa is so wide and much felt. You understand? I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just telling you the hypocrisy in them.
Yeah.
Because they always have agenda. The agenda is to make sure that they keep Francophone in perpetuity as slaves.
Yeah.
So what Traore is doing and a few others is so painful to them. So they wouldn't want to associate more with anybody who is doing that kind of thoughts.
It is sad because, like
The book, your book, came at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Came at the right time. So
Yeah.
that whosoever that will want to throw the new path now, should be able to reinvent himself or herself. But the French people, just take a look at. You have been getting a lot of things from me free. All of a sudden, somebody is trying to sensitize people.
Yes.
For the need.
You're now trying to tell us that no supply anymore.
That is it. So he's going to be thankful. Okay, do you know Niger, Burkina Faso, I think it's is it Gabon?
Uh-huh.
So they are trying to break away from them. Niger, they are blocking their lithium. This thing they're using, driving their train and metro here.
Yeah, lithium now.
Yeah. So that is what is happening. And that is why they are trying to make French unfavorable for the migrants.
That's what they have been trying to topple down on.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody that France has been toppling down on immigration because of what they are feeling in Africa.
Yes.
And as if we don't know that, the thing is, French people would never accept that what they did is wrong. They are always going. That's why Macron said he was helping Africans, and we do not appreciate.
How did he help Africa?
So he helped us, and we show no appreciation. And you see, the problem is, until they accept that it has come to a time when the story would shift, the base of the story, the content of the story, the characters of the story.
Are you aware that recently Netherlands returned our artifact that they stole?
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, to Benin and.
Benin. So if the awakening has gotten to this point, so they should not believe that they are going to hold Africa forever. So do they expect Traore to come and form a tie again with them? Because as long as Traore is concerned, if he comes down to French here to make a bond with them, it is also going to be a master-slave relationship, not bilateral agreement or trade. That's why he's going to Russia and China. And these two countries that are positioning themselves to be a global power, they are. In the near future, China and Russia, they will overtake America. So they are looking for every opportunity to make sure that they enter Africa.
Yeah, of course.
The hypocrisy of the French is alarming.
I'm trying to set up my.
Sell your book or market it well.
It's not. Yeah.
If they are waiting for their friend, they are looking for the diction. Somebody who will be writing diction as a book. They don't need political enlightenment.
And because I'm in France, I have those, and I try to understand. Like, since I'm here, although I have not started, my next book is it's a non-fiction, although it has element of fiction in it. The reason is the French audience, like you said, they are the type that they would want to go with a story that is superficial.
That is it.
That is not a true life story.
They don't need a enlightenment. They don't.
But meanwhile, it's good that they read. The French people still read.
They read.
Yeah, they still read.
No, they read. Not that they don't read.
Yeah.
After reading, they will not give it the necessary support that's all they're supposed to give. You don't know how wicked these people are. They are happy seeing a lot of blacks or Africans suffering, coming to them, land on their knees, begging for assistance, do this.
But yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So when they give those assistants, they think they are doing well.
Because for them, giving us, keeping us here, it's like they've done us that favor.
That favor. They are stupid people. Very stupid people.
Can you guys hear me here? Then you can come here. 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 You can come here. 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 Oh man. Because of those passing cars.
Okay. I should close. Okay,
No, leave it so that you're going back inside.
No, I'm going inside. I should close. Or you give me
Indeed, Yeah, sure. Go on. Just wanna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way you are. I like the way you are. Hey guys. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are good today. What's popping? What's flushing? Oh yeah. Yeah, hello King Lots. How are you, man? How are you? Oh. Stay like that. I need to test something. Okay, let me try here. How's your Sunday? How is your Sunday going? How's your Sunday going? It's alright because I like the way he hurts. I like the way he hurts. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way he burns. I like the way he hurts. Oh yeah, so okay guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm supposed to what? Taking a stand as a man and starting now. That's the topic of today. Taking a stand and starting now. Start now. If you must take a stand and start now. Take a stand and start now. Take a stand and start now. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Joining my live stream. Absolutely. Thank you for joining. How do you take a stand? And if you do take a stand, you've got to start now. The person that made me put up this topic is not here. It's not here. I guess I'm going to just be talking on my own. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Sunday, and it's a beautiful Sunday. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. All right, welcome to my stream. So I was told that no one is too old to be on this live stream. No one is too, okay, some people are too young. If you're not 18, you are still very young to be here. But then I was told no one is too old, so that's why I'm here. I used to think I'm too old for this shit. I was always thinking, I'm too old for this shit. But here we are, people, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Yeah. Let's get to know each other now first, right? Before we get into the topic. I'm trying to see you guys. Wait, so what? TikTok used to have a very beautiful what? Like you look at someone on the TikTok app, it looks small, beautiful, sexy, of course, but then it's not. Is it my phone? Is it what's wrong? I'm looking at myself. I'm not impressed. What's wrong? Can someone tell me what's wrong? Or I'm not just handsome, or what's? I'm not looking good. Right? Man, this dog chain I'm putting on too is supposed to make me look like I'm fly, but I'm not looking fly. Why? Get to meet me, guys. This is Anders Boss. I just decide I'm going to take a little boat out of my strings so that I can bring myself down to live a little. Because what's seriousness if seriousness is not serious? I'm too serious for my liking, so I'm trying to decompress my seriousness. What I'm looking for, where is it, bro? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? Can't find it. Oh yes, I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, I have someone asking me here on YouTube. I'm from Nigeria, bro. But I can't play games with you right now. Nah, bro. I ain't got time for games. I ain't got time for games. Evans, how are you? Patrick, is it Patrick? How are you? And I want to see the people that have joined me so far so that I can hail you. Dabia, is it? Dabia, Maya, is it Maya? And I am what? Batabo. Imbeatable. I can't get your names, guys, but thank you for joining, yeah? Let's just get to unwind a little. Before we get into whatever else we're supposed to be talking about. Yeah? Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright because I like the way it hurts. I like the way it hurts. I saw A-Rock, Sabi, ASAP, and ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. With Rihanna, they call him. I saw them at Jeff, is it Jeff Bezos' wedding? You guys know Jeff Bezos married again, right? Yeah. That dude got married Someone who is about $128 billion rich. Dude, man, just give me $1 million. One. Yeah. I'll remove this dog chain. Look at how mad, crazy. So I saw that it's a Rocky, ASAP Rocky. Yo, let me know you guys joined. I'm not saying anything yet. Just let me know you guys joined. Give me a thumbs up, bro. I ain't joking here. Oh man. It's hot today, bro. It's hot. It's getting hot. Choppy video. Restart live with all data restored. Why? I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, this thing looks funny to me. Okay, guys, how you guys doing? Let's get started. If you're just joining this live stream, here I try to wake your consciousness, talk a little about some self-realization, some self-awakening, some spirit of self-determination, and self-awareness of who you are, your dreams, your aspirations, and all those things you've always wished to do. So today I'm saying, everybody at one time or the other, you've always had this awakening, yeah? Something will just snap you into consciousness. You just suddenly, all of a sudden, you just started feeling weird, like the things you have always done, you're no longer like interested in those things because apparently you just have this way. You started looking at things differently. You started looking at friendship differently. Sometimes the friends you've always had at this age, at this time, you just know that no, it's got to a time for me to grow up. It could be that you might be too grown. Now you just like, no, I've been too much of a grown person. Let me play a little. So when you have that awakening, right? When you have that realization that, oh no, this is not who I want to be. This is not who I am. You want to be a different person. You want to start chasing your dreams, but from a different direction. The things now you want to do, but you want to do them from a different angle. The things you used to give value to, you no longer see value in those things. How do you get that awakening? And if you do, definitely that means you are taking a stand to say, now I've realized this is what I have always done, and it doesn't fetch me any concrete growth, so I need to start doing something different. Now, if you have that awakening, what do? Do you wait to plan? Do you wait to make all the necessary arrangements? Or do you just move to action? Now, when you realize something is not balanced well in your life, what do? Do you just get on, or yeah, I'll take off the mic. Because I don't think these guys are hearing me. Are you guys hearing me? Because I was using this mic, and I think it's linked with so many components, and I think you guys are not hearing me because no one is reacting to what I'm saying. I need someone to say, yeah, I can hear you. Say something. Let me know you can hear me, because I don't want to be here alone. Right? I don't want to be here alone, bro. So I know at every At every turn in life, you always have this awakening. That it could be a relationship awakening, could be a financial awakening, could be a career awakening, could be your belief awakening, could be any kind of awakening. And suddenly things around your mindset started shifting, things started spiraling out of control. Like, this is not how. For example, a friend of mine went to rent a house, and at a time he was just thinking, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, and then he went on to rent a house. Okay, rented his house, lived for a couple of months, and then he realized, no, 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 why should I rent this kind of place, right? Why should I rent this kind of place? No, I don't need this kind of place. There's a realization that comes with that. So suddenly, he kicked himself out of that apartment. Went on to start looking for some. He hadn't moved, but then he was looking for another apartment. I'm like, why? It's like, dude, no, I don't like that place. So there's always an awakening. It could be any financial. It could be any kind of awakening. That's the topic of today, right? Now, when you have that awakening, what happens next? What do you now do? Do you now start doing something about it just immediately, or what do you do when that happens, when that shift comes, when you now see that, okay, what I'm looking for is not here. I'm not having what I'm looking for here. I'm not getting what I'm looking for, or this is not the result I want, or this is not the place I want to be. There's always going to be an awakening, right? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me about your awakening, and when did you have that awakening? What did you do after that? When you had that awakening, what did you do next? What was it you do? What action did you take? Let us hear you, bro. Join this conversation. My name is Zanders Buzz, and I'm here not just to talk, but to mend. Right? Rekindle your interest. Reshuffle you, and then put it in a dexterity to move on into new task that will help you grow. All right, so let's have that conversation. Join me here on the live studio so that we can talk. All right. Hello, thank you for joining me. Good evening, good afternoon. Hope you're good. It's a happy, wonderful Sunday, and we are talking about realization, an awakening that helps you channel your energy right. Let's say you were doing something before, you were living in a place, and suddenly something around you tells you, no, man, I gotta move on, bro. Something has to change. When you have that awakening, what do you often do? What do you often do? Let's talk about that, right? I'm seeing zero. Nobody's joining me. Guys, please, let's have this conversation. Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it wrong? Am I too serious? We can play a little. So that's the conversation today. That is the conversation today. When you have your awakening, when you have that realization, you take a stand like, okay, from henceforth, this is the new me that I am become. So what happened thereafter? What do you do after that? What become of you? So join the conversation. Leave me a comment if you're just joining. We're talking about an awakening that happens to call your subconscious to account, to say, oh, I have been doing this. I don't think this suits me. I don't think this is helping me grow. I don't think this is getting me anywhere. I need to do something different, something new. What do you do then? All right. Yeah, TikTok. It's like I won't be coming live here, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys are it, man. You guys are it. Why do I have to talk, and talk? No one is contributing to me. Am I being paranoid? It's like I'm not built for this. Me that have all the patience you can think of in this life, right? Right? What do you do when you have a conscious awakening? What do you do next? Alright, guys. I'm going to use my phone to do something else. Okay? Yeah. So that where is this end button? So this thing is always giving me stress. It's telling me to what? To expand too low what? Well, this thing used to be good. It's better than, used to be better than my, I'm closing on used applications, like you said. This can be very exhausting, man. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hope you can. Oh, maybe on turn off this. I don't have the patience you guys think I have. I don't. Okay, let's get started. Alright guys, if you're just joining me, good afternoon for... Sorry, what am I saying? Good afternoon and thank you for joining me here in the studio. I'm sure you're not new to me. I'm new to you. I'm sure you're not new to me. Okay, so let's talk about self-realization, a conscious awakening, right? Every time in our life, it might be in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, there's always a moment that we stand still because something in our mind just flip. Probably you just remember something just call your attention, could be anything. That awoke your spirit, your mindset, okay? A conscious awakening. We all have that. One time in our life or another, we have a conscious awakening. Something will just flip in our head and like, this I have to do differently. How do you do? When you realize that what you've been doing, you no longer want to do it that way. You want to do it differently. You want to start doing things differently. What do you now do? You take action immediately? Or do you have to plan for it? Do you waste your time to plan? Do you have to make arrangement, preparation to take action towards what your realization has just awoken your consciousness to do? What do you do when you have a self-conscious awakening? What do you do? This conversation is supposed to be me and you. You join me here and then we have conversations. But I'm alone, so I'm going to go on to talk. So everybody has a self-conscious awakening in our lives. It could come as a way of reshaping you, reforming you, strategizing you, or pointing you in a direction that you need to go for your life to get better, for things to change in your life. You would have this self-realization that, oh, what I've been doing for so long, I need to do things now differently. And you start thinking in a different light. You start seeing things differently. You start seeing people differently. You start making new friends. You start dumping new old people that probably haven't led you anywhere. And the things you have been doing that have not led you anywhere, you tend to abandon those things. You tend to shift away from those things. People say you changed. People will tell you, oh, you've moved, and why? What's happening with you? That question will definitely come. You have that self-realization. What do you do when that happens? How do you keep that flow? How do you chase that new direction that you're just self-aware of? Something that has kicked you to this direction. I'm like, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing. What do you now do then? There's a conflict between the things you used to do and the things you have to do. The things you are doing and the things you have to do. The things you are thinking are important, the things you are thinking are necessary for you to do, and the things you get to do. Always conflicting, because at the end of the day, the things that you do are not always the things you are supposed to do, the things you need to do. Most of the time, we always do something and then have a realization thereafter. You just out of nowhere, things started shifting in your head. You started thinking differently, and you start thinking, okay, I have to do things now this way, and then people start saying, oh, you have changed. Some might see it in a good way, because I've seen people who change from bad to good, from good to bad. So because of a realization, something that just changed in your mind, your thinking faculty, and you're like, okay, from henceforth, I no longer want to be this person that I used to be. And from henceforth, I want to be this person that I want to be. That's self-realization. So now, my question is, when you have this self-realization, something that have awoken in your spirit, what do you now do? What do you do? Do you take action? And if you do take action, how do you manage the new realization of you, the new you that you have formed? Because most times we walked with the idea that I'm chasing the ideal future for me, the ideal future for me. What you're working on today is because you have an ideal future you're looking for. That future you're looking for is for tomorrow. It's not today. So the ideal future you have for tomorrow is what you're working on right now. Whatever you're doing today is because you're doing it for your tomorrow to be better. Okay? So if you see that what you're doing is not giving you the results that your future is depending on, what do you now do? Do you take a new stand? Do you take a new position? Do you now start doing things differently? What do you do at that time? Leave a comment here. Let's have this conversation. That's what we're talking about here, right? Yeah. Okay. So like I always do, we get started and then I start getting info from my from my backup group. Yeah, my WhatsApp backup group. That's what's up, because those people don't fail me, never fail me, because they are always my backup. When I'm having a topic and I need people to put their mouth, chook their mouth, give me their opinion, their idea, I don't want to be alone on it. Okay? So, let me see your take. Let's hear what you have to say. Okay? Let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear what you have to say. Okay. I've got to make my video. Because I don't think you guys are worth my time. I don't think you guys are worth my time. Either here on Facebook or on this, what's it called?